Hello again. Doc on the clock with the monster that is Action 52. A fearsome fright in the night, scarier than the idea that your dreams may never come true. On today's episode, Megalonia! Non-human. Billy Bob and Spreadfire. Let's get started with Megalonia. It's another side-scrolling shooter with terrible music, but there's been so many of those already that how can you possibly tell them apart? Very much like G-Force Fighter, you don't generally have to do all that much to survive. Just hug your life bar and you're fine. Especially since apparently these green and purple areas are not walls at all, but just areas of background flames. Theoretically, I think some shots could travel down to hit you, but they won't do it most of the time. Whoa! Stop chasing me. Now that we have a boss, we can actually fire on it, and it can loop over on the screen as fire can be, can appear on the right or left-hand side. Whoa. And it can lag the emulator quite considerably. Like Laser League, I don't think it fires unless shots have gone off screen. Well, 12 shots did it in. But our life bar does not appear to be a safe spot anymore. So let's try our score. Nope. That too is a lane where there is oncoming traffic. Holding the button does not allow you to fire! And you're only allowed one shot on screen at a time. It's, once again, I don't see why they had it so inconsistent, though. I mean, clearly they could have it so that you had multiple shots on screen at a time. So, why do some games not allow you to do that? It's almost as if this game was designed by people who were not actually communicating with each other about what they were doing. Also, it appears that this boss cannot restrain itself from moving anywhere other than the widest reaches of its possible range. It only travels to the corners. Whoa! Meanwhile, I can travel anywhere and still get hurt. Although part of the reason for that is because... Whoa! And finally, there are actual walls that hurt us. Too late for me to figure out anything about. But that was Megalonia. Non-human. Another one of those games where you have to tap rather than hold. And another one of those games which was clearly made on drugs. And another game where I'm destined to fail horribly. Oh, we gotta try that a little bit more. So we have the I have no idea what prompted the idea behind this one either. All I know is that we are some misshapen fool stuck in the realm of Elton John heads, and eyeballs and teeth try to defeat us. And we'll notice that we seem to have neither eyeballs nor teeth, so maybe they're just trying to get revenge on us for spurning them. Alright, you better be good with your jumping by this point, because you gotta stay up here. It's another one of those tapper ones, so if you feel the desire to play on further, go on, look ahead. But I think I've had enough of that. We need to go Billy Bob. It is a it's kind of a Prince of Persia-like. I've never played Prince of Persia, so I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Ow. Probably the best sprite animations in the game, though. Ugh. You can't jump unless... Whoa! It's kind of fraught with peril. Arrows will fall as you pass under them. You take quick fall damage. Whoa! If you press up and jump, you can get the you can latch onto the ledge. Hopefully, there's nothing. Whoa! But it's hard to figure out exactly how far you can go off the next screen. Whoa! And stuff spawns a little bit too quickly for the good of the game. If you stop quickly enough, you'll probably survive your jumps. The problem is stopping quickly enough. Oh! Yeah, this... It actually looks like it could be decent if not for the incredibly fast spawning of the hazards that drop on you, and the poor planning of the stage layouts that have you running off the edge before you realize that that's what you're going to do. Last but not least, spread fire. No music here, just firing. Honestly, this is... Why is it that they had to make the most annoying possible sound effects in all the games where they had no music? This game suffers from the same syndrome as Dedant, where enemies can come down on your level and you can't do a dang thing about it. Unlike Dedant, you don't get a screen wrap to help save you. Also, unlike Dedant, some enemies just simply won't take damage. I am shooting this directly on, and it is doing nothing. Thankfully, it didn't hurt me either, but still. Defeat enough enemies to move on to the next stage. I don't know why they bother having stages, because nothing changes in between them. There are no new enemies, there's not even new background. It's just silliness. Yet somehow I still keep going past. And those things... I wonder if those were meant to be power-ups of some sort and just never got properly implemented. Also, I will point out, as others have, that our spaceship looks quite a bit like a lobster. I guess the enemies do move faster on higher levels. Unfortunately, we don't get the same luxury. Yes, our ship does look like a lobster, kind of, in some ways. The general gist of a lobster, anyway. At least it's not. At least they use different ships for all the space shooters, because, you know, indicates some measure of effort beyond just putting stuff in and calling it a day. However, I am irritated by the sound effects, and so I'm going to stop. And that is all for me for now. Join me next time for the last episode of Action 52. Until then, this is Doc. I'll see you.